My name is Russell Perlman.
My name is Chip Lunsford. I graduated in 1979 from Asheville Country Day School.
And I graduated in the class of 79.
Nash Ogden, 1978.
I'm Mike Clark. I was assistant head at the day school.
My name is Laura McHugh, and I'm from the class of 1977.
My name is Stacy Smith.
I'm Priestley Cummings Ford, class of 1979.
ACDS class of 79.
I'm Ian Fitch, and I graduated in 1979 from what was then Asheville Country Day.
I'm Janie Russell Herzog, also class of 79.
I'm Diane Russell, and I was at the Asheville Country Day School from 1973 until 1979.
I'm Ann Winter, class of 1979.
My name is Dee Dee Dave, and I graduated in 1978.
Woohoo! I was director of admissions and also guidance counselor.
My best memory was all of the soccer games that we played. So it's not just one, it was all the different games that we played. And when we finally won, beat Ben Lippen and played, and became #1 in North Carolina.
The friendships that we created there, I mean, is evidenced by where we are now, have just been so long lasting, and you pick up from where you left off like it was yesterday.
My best memory at Asheville Country Day was art classes with Mr. Henson. I really enjoyed the variety of things that we did.
You know, it was a close-knit group that kind of went different directions and then can come back together and remember those good times. So.
Because I emigrated to this country, I knew nobody, and I was 17 and I went into the class there as a junior. Actually, 16 and a half, really. But anyway, and I was accepted immediately, and that was a great blessing to me because, as I said, I knew nobody. Even though I had pointy shoes and bell-bottom jeans and a leather jacket, and I ride on my motorcycle.
Well, one of my favorite memories is just, and I know a lot of other people said this, is just going to the soccer games, especially when you're little, and going to the basketball games and being able to cheer on the team.
Well, I would have to say what impacts me about the school most today is a teacher named Eileen McCabe, who was a super English teacher and taught me so much that I did not know about English. And now when I'm typing on Facebook or emailing, I feel like I can spell and I can punctuate, and I still think about her every time I'm doing something with the English language.
Those 13 years were more important than the last 35 years to me. They taught me how to be a person of this earth, good to other people. The academics were spectacular, and I have made lifelong friends.
We really, really knew each other very, very well. And I don't think you get that experience in most schools today.
You have community with your family, but you also have community with your school, which is your second family. And I think Asheville Country Day School did that. Obviously, we have a number of people here tonight who are very connected, and I think during our era there, and historically at the school, one of the best things the school ever has done in terms of administration and connection with families is to create a wonderful foundation of community.
So when I think about my favorite memories from Asheville Country Day School, it has to do with what we used to do on the soccer field during our lunchtime. Sometimes one of the girls would bring a record player that had, this was one of the old record players that had the speakers built into it. And we would put on our favorite records and we would all dance. The guys would ask us to dance, and when I think about that, we all had short skirts on and high knee highs, and we really looked kind of dorky, but we had a good time. Those were my favorite times, dancing during lunch or during our breaks in the afternoon.
Okay, so Mike Clark took a bunch of kids from our class on a camping trip, 4-week camping trip in the Southwest, 4 corner states. We took the school van and we towed a U-Haul, and Janie and I shared a tent, and we had the cheapest tent. We weren't like from camping families, and we had the cheapest tent from Kmart, and it did not even have a fly for rain or anything. But our first trip was the Southwest. It never rained, so the tent was just fine. Well, he took us again. It worked so well. We went out to Europe, and there it rained every day just about, and Janie and I were the only ones that did not have a fly, and it got quite wet in the tent. There were some tense moments. Don't touch the side of that tent all at once.
It's so true.
My name is Sue McCrary. I got to know everybody through Stacy, and we just clicked.
I guess the students and all the students I worked with, and seeing them go into such wonderful, fine young men and women, and also hearing their stories about college, that college was so easy for them after having gone to high school at the Asheville Country Day School.
I think the thing that I look back on with the greatest of joy is the kids that I worked with during the time that I was there, and some of the really unusual things that we did as a school, things that hadn't ever been done before and hadn't been done by other schools in any of the same ways that we did them.